jump on these dudes. Sometimes I gotta pat myself. Sometimes I gotta do it. Calvin, you did what you were supposed to do. You did. You shared the information freely. You shared it willingly with people. You went into your Robinhood account. You showed them. Let me see if you went into your Robinhood account and you actually showed people that you was dollar cost averaging in those exact ones. Oh man, who's paying attention? Who's paying attention? I'm starting the news off with that. I got some more news. We just starting. I got to make sure that when I come back, that y'all got to make sure. You got to miss me for something. Calvin, you been gone. I need to miss you. Show me why I miss you. All right, let's see what else we got here. We know why. Look at this. Check this out. Double tap screen if y'all enjoying the live already. I came back hot, on point. We now know why Apple's Reality Pro headset was delayed. First of all, let's analyze that for a second. Okay, let's analyze it for a second. Apple has a Reality Pro headset. It's coming. What is a Reality Pro headset? Ladies and gentlemen, let me help you out. Apple Reality Pro, augmented reality, or AI, AR, or VR, virtual reality. You know what that encompasses, right? Metaverse. Yeah. When you put these goggles on and you're dealing with augmented reality and virtual reality and mixed reality and artificial intelligence, that's metaverse stuff. BlackRock has Apple in their ETF. Apple is coming out with a Reality Pro headset. That's for the metaverse. They refuse to call it the metaverse. Why? Because Facebook has first mover advantage on Apple. Facebook changed their whole name to Meta, which is short for metaverse. So Apple refuses to use the word metaverse. They like to call it Reality Pro. It's the metaverse. That's what it is. Apple, listen, you and Tim Cook, stop it. Please. That is metaverse. I want to make sure everybody understands this. Apple don't like using the word metaverse because they don't want to give the props to Facebook for changing that. But that's what it is. I want to make sure y'all understand that in case y'all think it's something different, okay? This is a mixed reality headset. Mixed reality means virtual reality and augmented reality. That's metaverse, okay? And they're holding it until June because that's when they do their Worldwide Developers Conference called WWDC. This is a massive showcase when Apple brings out products that everybody in the world loves to see what's coming on with Apple. What are they gonna do? Now, why is this a big problem? I mean, not a big problem, but why is this a big deal? Well, in case you've been up under a rock, here's your largest companies by market cap. There's 7,304 companies that are publicly traded that have the largest market caps. Listen, you don't have to go further than number one to see that Apple is the biggest with $2.3 trillion market cap. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you is there is no other company out of 7,304. Apple is number one. This is the most valuable company in the world with a $2.3 trillion market cap. That's all facts. So if that company, the largest one in the world that's publicly traded, the most valuable, is coming out with something that is Reality Pro and mixed reality for what? The metaverse, and Apple is part of an exchange traded fund right here, Apple and Meta, Facebook, who changed their name to Meta for metaverse. If they're coming out with this ETF and Apple is in it, you might want to pay attention to that. What do you think? I'm asking real, just basic questions here. Do you think that you should probably pay attention to BlackRock's ETF? Do you think that if you are okay with grabbing some of your own individual stocks, maybe you dollar cost average into Meta, Apple, Nvidia, Roblox, Autodesk? I showed y'all, let y'all screenshot the rest of them, right? Do you think that you should probably start making moves right now, 7 years prior to 2030, when Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, and Citigroup is telling you that the metaverse is going to be an $8 to $13 trillion opportunity coming your way? Do you think that you should start dollar cost averaging into metaverse stocks 7 years prior to that happening? I'm just asking the question. I'm just throwing this out here just for shits and giggles. I'm gonna throw it out here. What do you think? I am. I can't really tell y'all what to do because I'm not a financial advisor. I've been doing this for 7 months now. Not gonna stop either. Just dollar cost averaging. You don't have to be rich. $10, $20, $25 into these particular stocks every week. I don't have $10 to $20. Well, get you another job. Get you some overtime. It's time to go to work. You have an opportunity to change your whole generation. I'm talking about generational wealth. You can start doing that now. You just think about it like you're going to high school and then you got to go to college. 4 years of high school and then another 3 years of college. Congratulations, that's 7 years. But instead of being in debt and going through a bunch of stuff with peers and pimples and dealing with coaches and teachers and principals, you could do this from your house. Nobody's bothering you. All you need is a cell phone. Right? Nobody's sending you to the principal's office. You ain't got to worry about no homework. None of that. And you can set yourself up for greatness. That's what I love about investing. That's what I love about entrepreneurship. I love it. Let me plug this phone up because I might have to show y'all some on this. Double tap the screen if you ready and you live and this information right now is already changing your life. Come on now. Liven up. I'm live. I'm ready. I'm back. Y'all been asking for me to go live and I'm back. Let's go. All right, let me plug this thing up over here and I'm coming back to y'all. That's right. This is just news, right? I'm not going to run the news right back. Some people missed it from the beginning. I'm going to leave that in place because in the middle of this live, I'm going to run that news back. I think it's that important. For real, for real. Now that we've gotten past that news, we're going to look at some charts and I'm going to show y'all something that, got updated here. You should see how I'm using it. When I say something got updated and I'm using it a certain way, it's an opportunity for you to see and do like I do. Copycat if you want to. You can copycat if you want to. Now, I know I told people that originality in the future is going to be where it's at. People don't want to see copycats and whoever copied it the best is going to win and all of that. Well, that kind of is true. In the future, it's going to be whoever has the most unique content. Copying people won't make you a lot of money in the future. But this, what I'm showing you, you copy this if you want to. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get to it right now. Before we get to the charts, let me allow my audience to copy things. You can copy this. For sure, I am going to mention, I'm going to mention it. Let me flip my camera around here. Hold on 1 second. Of course, I'm going to mention my ebook because in my ebook, look, down here, I have a bunch of crypto websites that you should bookmark. These things are important to you if you're going to do crypto like a boss. And one of them is stuff like this. I'm giving you this one for free in case you don't buy my ebook and you stingy and you don't want to learn more and you don't want to be rich. CryptoBubbles.net. There you go. That's what I'm looking at. This has been updated. Notice that I am looking at my portfolio. It says right here, favorites. I'm looking at my portfolio. These are assets that I am 100% invested in. My audience knows that. They've seen my portfolio before, and they know that this is 100% true, what I'm telling you. So I'm able to look at these bubbles and see what's making me money right away. Now, they're blue and yellow right now, but let me go ahead and flip this over to the traditional colors so y'all can see, right? Tradition. You can see what's making me money today and what's actually costing me money. The big green bubbles means I'm making a lot of money. The red bubbles means that those particular assets are having a little bit of a pullback. But because I'm well balanced and well diversified, I'm making a lot of money today. That's basically what this says to me at a glance. But wait for it. Notice up here that this has been added now. Say what? Yeah. You see, if you go over here to settings, you can now click on this plus button and you can add watch list. Notice I have a big X gainers watch list, an ISO 20022 watch list, and a crypto cheat guide. What do you mean when you say a crypto cheat guide? In my ebook, pay attention to this. In my ebook over here on this page, I have something called the crypto portfolio that needs to be well balanced and diversified. I took every last one of these that I listed in this ebook to show you that I know what I'm talking about. And I literally put this here, crypto cheat guide. When I click on that, it'll show you all of these assets and how they're performing. I love that part Now, let me show you how I can wiggle through this. First of all, I'm looking at my portfolio. That means everything that I'm invested in. And I can go down here and I can look at it on a linear level. You see that? And I can see here, I can look at it by the hour, the week, the day, the week, the month, the year. I can sculpt this up and say, what is making me the most money today? What's costing me the most money today? What's making me the most money for the week? What's costing me the most money for the week? And it'll adjust these things and show me exactly what I need to know. I can look at it up here. I can click on these bubbles. I can see the rank, the market cap, the 24-hour volume, what they did for the last hour, week, day, a month, a year. I can see what the high was or the low was at a glance. If I click on it for the week, I can see that this was the high, that was the low for the week, 30% change right there. I love seeing all of that at a glance. But watch this. That's all of the stuff, but now I have it separated in list. Here are my big X gainers. This portfolio right here tells me these are the projects that I'm invested in that have the best opportunity for doing multiple gains. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50X, 100X gains on my money. I'm tracking these as big X gainers. If I click here, these are my ISO 20022 compliant coins that I'm invested in. Yes. It is rumored that ADA, because y'all looking at ADA sitting right there, it is rumored that ADA and Constellation DAG are also going to be ISO 20022. But even if you remove ADA and DAG, these ones are already ISO 20022. So I am looking at those. I can track those as my ISO 20022 list. And then I have my crypto cheat guide. That means everything that I listed in my ebook, I'm tracking it right here. And this is probably what I'm going to be showing people most of the time, just so they can understand that what I put in that ebook is no joke. You're looking at it right now. You understand that that's a lot of money being made right now? I'm just looking at the stuff that I have in my ebook. You see that? That's right. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You can listen. If I was you, woo-woo, come in here. Woo-woo. If you don't have my ebook, you should probably download that. I'm telling you, there's some information in there that's going to help you change your life. This is just one of them. I would take this crypto bubbles and I would put all of my portfolio into a favorites. Then I would actually go in and I would start separating them. Like this right here, where I got this yellow, see that yellow line right there? And these two yellow lines right here. This formed what is called a flag, specifically a bear flag in the market. 85% of the time that you see a bear flag form in the market, and this bear flag started forming back here in June of last year, right? This ascending channel shows me this. This line up here was resistance. This line down here was support. So this is an ascending channel. You can see that Bitcoin was traveling up and you see that it was getting rejected up here. You see here that it was being supported down here. You see that, okay? So that right there is a bear flag. And 85% of the time you see a bear flag in the market, we normally break to the downside. If you was wanting to know, there's been people that's been following me for over a year or so now. Here's where our first bear flag started, from the top of where Bitcoin actually went to $68,000. That was the top of the bull market in 2021. And you can see that that was your first flagpole right there. And this was the ascending channel. This was a bear flag that started back here in November of 2021, right? And you can see resistance, 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 resistance. There's your swing high right there. Support, 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 support. And what do we do? 85% of the time you see a bear flag, we break to the downside. So we broke there. That was a mini bear flag. We broke here. That was the last bear flag in this particular market. You see that? So that was your swing high. Notice, look, I'm zeroing in so you can see it. In this bear flag, look where we have right here. Bitcoin touched right there. That was called a swing high. Notice that this green line is touching that candle. Notice that the green line is right here rejecting Bitcoin here. That is 25,225. That was your swing high from that bear flag when we came crashing down and doing all of this. So now that we've rallied back up, Bitcoin has a major problem trying to get past that swing high of that last bear flag. That is a serious problem, is it not? Now you're looking at it for sure. Let me zoom in and show it to you. You see that? Bitcoin is having a problem. Rejection. Couldn't get all the way up here, which would have been a rejection. Couldn't get the rejection. Couldn't get up here. That would have been a rejection. Here's a rejection. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 rejections, and now you're falling down. Ladies and gentlemen, you might as well go ahead and just hand clap yourself for paying attention and not listening to these people that was on YouTube telling you that we're in a damn bull market. Please stop it. Knock it off. We have to get past that 25 grand. Is that true? I know some people believe in me now. They like, yo, listen. First of all, I met you a week ago, and I didn't really know if I wanted to trust you, dog. But hey, you know, he knows what he's talking about. You ain't seen nothing. I ain't done yet. We're crashing down. Let's see if this thing is going to continue to fall down. Let's see what the charts are saying. Speaking about this 25,000, by the way. Okay, let's go ahead and look at these other charts here. I want to show it to you. That means I'm not going to just give you information. I'm going to show you my charts, and I'm going to let you make a decision based off of what you see. I'm going to guide you through it, but understand that I'm not trying to coerce you to anything. You get a lot of people on YouTube that tell you stuff, and they want you to absolutely believe them because they said so. No. I'm going to show you the charts. I'm going to guide you through, and I'm going to let you make a decision based off what you see. That means I can't coerce you into anything. I think that's the best way to do it. So let's look at the charts together. See, this is a community here that we're building. So I'm gonna open up this chart, this chart, this chart, and this chart. That's 4 charts that I just opened up for my stream deck, right? Let's look at this first one. Oh my God. Yeah, don't worry. We'll get to this in a second. No. We'll get to that in a second. Let me go over here and explain to people what's going on here. Here's what you need to understand. This is a chart that we're looking at, right, on Bitstamp, which is the OG chart for Bitcoin. If you want to see Bitcoin's entire history, you have to look at it on the Bitstamp exchange. That's the OG exchange. If you look at Bitcoin on something like Coinbase or Binance or whatever, you won't get the whole chart. You got to look at Bitstamp. That's the OG. So we're looking at Bitstamp on the weekly for Bitcoin. And we're looking at the 50-week moving average and the 200-week moving average. Now, why am I looking at that? Because here's what most people are hyping you up on. And I told my audience, I said, don't pay attention to that. You see, on the daily, let me show it to you. We have what's called a golden cross. My audience is going to love me. Okay, they're going to love me because I just keep it real with them all the time. Look at this golden cross right here. You had a bunch of YouTubers telling you, we have a golden cross. The market is about to go crazy right now. And I was like, yo, err with caution. A golden cross is when, because we're looking at the daily right now, okay? Look, see right there, daily, is when the 50 moving average on the daily crosses the 200 moving average, the red line. When this blue line crosses the red line on the daily, that's called a golden cross. And a lot of people like to get hype about that because if you go back here and you look at the history of Bitcoin, look, I can see why people was getting hype. Look, anytime you ever see this blue line, right, the 50 cross the 200, you are bullish. Look, we all the way back here in 2019. You see the blue crossing over the red. Look at all that bullishness. You think that that's small, but it's not. Watch me blow it up for you so you can see. Listen, it is not small. This is a massive amount of money and gains that happen here. Don't make me blow it up for you. When that blue line crosses that red line, you're going to be looking at some serious bread. I want to make sure that I zoom in on you, okay? Now look, that's why. Anytime you saw that, look at it happening over here in 2020. Boom. Blue crossing over the red. Look at all that money. Ooh, a lot of money happening right there. Look at it. So look at it right here. Oh my God, look right here in 2021. There's the blue line crossing over the red line. Look at all of that. Golly, wow. Right? Look at it happening right here in 2022. Right? So everybody got all excited because we had a golden cross right here. There's your blue line crossing over the red line. But I caution people. I say, yo, I can respect the golden cross. I understand Bitcoin's history. I'm looking at this shit on Bitstamp. I understand that. But I was like, make no mistake about it. You better pay attention to this weekly. You see, a day's worth of action is never more important than a week's worth of action. Let me flip my camera around so I can look at my audience in the face here, okay? A day's worth of transactions in the market is not more valuable than a 7-day worth of data. It's not, or a month's worth of data for that matter, right? So if I'm showing you something on the weekly, maybe you pay attention to what's happening on the weekly. And I think you should do that. Let's see what's happening on the weekly. Death cross. Check it out. You see, on the weekly, you never seen the 50-week moving average, which is the blue line. You've never seen it cross this red line. And newsflash, anytime you see Bitcoin above that 50-week moving average, which is the blue line, you're gonna have major gains. But we're now looking at a week's worth of data versus a day's worth of data. That means you have more momentum. You're looking at some serious momentum if this is happening on weekly candles. That means 7 days, 7 days. Each one of these candles represents 7 days. That's a massive amount of data. You understand me? And you've never seen this blue line cross, Calvin. It looks kind of close right here, bruh. We back there in 2016. That look a little close right there, fam. I don't know if you know what you're talking about. No, let me zoom in on that for you so you can understand. Let me slide right here and zoom in. See? You got to zoom in so you can see it with your own eyes. Stop looking at this on the the macro. Look at it on the macro now, okay? This blue line has never crossed. Never. All right? Now, why am I showing you that? Watch me zoom out. Look at where we are right now. Look what's happening. Pay attention to this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The 50-week moving average, which is this blue line, has crossed the 200 weekly moving average. That is called a death cross. And while everybody was hyping you up about the golden cross, I was telling my audience, forget that mess. A freaking death cross is sitting in the market. Double tap the screen and fire emojis. If I told you that and you listened to me and you trusted me about that, understand I said we have to get past the 50-week moving average and the 200-week moving average to even be close to bullish. Notice that we came up here, but we got a rejection. We could not, this is a week's worth of data. We got rejected at the 50 and the 200. Look at what's happening here. You see this wick wicks up here to the 200, but look at where we're at. We're under the 50 and the 200 again. And we're forming a 7-day candle, y'all. These are 7 days worth of it. Do you think you should pay attention to 7 days worth of transactions telling you we cannot get past the 50 or the 200? Do you think that's more important than the daily freaking golden cross? I think it is. I'm gonna do a little happy dance on that one for y'all because I think that that's more important. Yeah, the four tops, the temptations, new edition, okay? This is where you need to be at with it, right here. When it comes to your investments, you're looking at it, has it hit 25,000 yet? It got rejected? No, just stay right here. Don't do nothing else. Just keep it real simple right here. We don't need nothing else. They're right there. That's all you need. Y'all doing too much. Y'all out here trying to do these TikTok dances and stuff like it. I gotta have another bite. Apple bottom make it one bite. Stop doing all that. Just two-step it, man. Four tops, temptations, okay? New additions. Just keep your investments right there, man, in the pocket. You make more money if you do this. Y'all trying to do too much. I'm trying to tell you. Just two-step it, man. This is the death cross. We have not passed the 50 or the 200-week moving average on the weekly, okay? As long as those candles are closing below, I'm going to be sitting right here just chilling. I got money to put in this market. Y'all know that. People have been following me. They know. Why am I not doing it? I mean, do you want to pull a KB Lane on? That's it. Two-stepping and KB Lane. That's it. I don't got nothing else. All that other stuff people telling y'all, I keep telling you, that's clickbait titles. They want y'all to watch their videos so that they can make money with Google AdSense and they can push y'all to Bybit so that you can click on their affiliate link for Bybit so you can go out there and run a leveraged long and get trashed and wrecked in the market. I refuse to do that to my audience. So I just tell them the real. It's a lot of people coming to this live for a reason, yo. They are literally leveling themselves up. They invite their family members to this thing, man. The husband and wife is watching these lives together now. Brothers and sisters watch. They watching with their kids. I know, because I get the emails. They say, man, brothers, I can't believe you giving away this information for free. You got to be kidding me. I want you to win. And you know that I'm serious about you winning now, don't you? So many people got wrecked. not listening to me talking about, oh, Golden Cross, you don't know what he's talking about, whatever. Okay. Yeah, I got you. Sure. That's why I'm not a financial advisor, because I know I'm not going to be able to dive into everybody's brain and make them do what they want to do. Everybody's doing what they want to do. Everybody's responsible for their own finances. I'm just a middle-aged black man on TikTok sharing my experience. Boy, is it an experience. Hey, God, I got more. We got. That's one chart. I put up 4 charts on my stream deck. That was just one. But make sure you understand, we're closing candles on the weekly below the 50 and the 200 week movement. How can you be bullish if we're closing candles under those? You know they're looking at the history on Bitstamp, by the way. You see, that's the important part. We're not looking at the history of Bitcoin on Coinbase or Binance US. We're looking at it on Bitstamp, the OG exchange. So we can look at it, what it's been doing all the way back to like 2000. Let me see right here. Let me make sure, because I don't want to make sure that I'm lying to you. Let me pull this out, zoom out. Look, if I was to look at Bitcoin on this particular chart, this is Binance US. Notice that Binance only comes all the way back here to 2020 for weekly. Oh, boo. Man, let me look and see on Bitstamp though. Let me see how far this thing go back on Bitstamp. Whoa. Oh yeah, we go all the way back here to 2011. Come on, talk to me now. I'm talking about OG stuff. I'm talking about realness. So yeah, I'm looking at the history of Bitcoin and I'm trying to tell people right now, that blue line has never crossed the 200. And we have a death cross in the market right now, and you should pay close attention to that. Because Bitcoin is not going to be bullish until we get past that 50-week moving average and the 200-week moving average. Oh, so I'm going to have to pay attention to that. What you think? Let's look at the rest of these charts as you're giving yourself major props. Now, we want to look at my EMA ribbons chart, which has never lied to me, by the way. My EMA ribbons chart has never lied to me. And so some of y'all don't know what an EMA ribbons chart is, so I am going to show it to you so that you can see it with your own eyes, because that's when it becomes impressive. When you look at this thing with your own eyes, you say, whoa, this is kind of exciting. Let me look at it and see if I'm telling the truth here. Let me flip the camera around. Come on now, flip, camera flip. All right, there we go. Check this chart out. You see it? Right? What is it showing you? It is showing you that we're looking at, look, on Bitstamp chart, we're looking at the exponential moving average, right? From the 20 EMA, I am tracking Bitcoin all the way from the 20 exponential moving average all the way through the 55. And I've color coded this to make sure that you understand. Now, this is a custom chart, y'all. This is not some generic chart and indicator. This is a custom, it's bespoke. That means it is custom, okay? I'm tracking the 20 through the 55 and I've color coded these ribbons for you to make it easy. The 20 is yellow and the 55 is blue. Here's what you need to understand. I'm gonna make it very simple for you. If you ever see my 20, meaning this yellow ribbon, if it ever crosses and gets above the blue 55 and these ribbons separate like this, you're gonna be looking at bullishness. You see this, right? Do y'all see it? Boom, let me show it to you this way. Let me zoom in so you can see it. Let me show it to you this way so you can see that. Because I wanna make this real. Look how I got these up, look what I got. Thumbs down and thumbs up. Now let me zoom in and show you what they mean, right? Yellow over the blue, bullishness. If you ever see the ribbon get tangled up, look how it's floating down here and then it comes down and it crashes into the ribbons here and it gets tangled up. Look at me give a thumbs down. If you ever see an entanglement, okay, you see the yellow cross and go below the 55 and the ribbons separate that way, you will be looking at bearishness. Is that true? Let me just make sure. This is bearishness, isn't it? When the market goes down this way, is that bearishness? Bullishness is this way. This is bearishness, okay? So I gave you a thumbs down. You see that, right? Okay. Look, the ribbons cross right here get tangled up. Look at me give a thumbs up. They get tangled up right here. The yellow crosses back above the 55 blue. The ribbons separate. Look at all the bullishness in the market. This ribbon has never lied to me, not once, not ever. It is faithful, okay? If y'all looking for somebody to date, okay, date this ribbon, okay? It will not cheat on you. It will not lie to you. Look when I gave the last thumbs up here. January of this year, I gave a thumbs up. Some people was on my live when I gave the thumbs up. Look at all this volume down here. I gave a thumbs up and I said, look, the ribbon has gotten tangled up and it is, look at the cross. It has crossed the 55 and the ribbons have separated. And we was looking at nothing but bullishness. And that happened in January on the 4th. Look, January 4th is when it happened. Nothing but bullishness since then. Is that true? Now I'm showing you my ribbons because you need to understand right now, we're still bullish. We're still bullish. But it is starting to pull down. So you got to pay attention to these ribbons because they will tell you as this thing starts pulling down, you see the ribbons starting to react. They're starting to curve. You see that? Look at the curve. They're starting to curve here. When you see them just going straight up, then you'll see all of this happening. You see them come down like that and you'll see the ribbon curve down. You got to be careful when it starts curving down because you could keep crawling and this will pull that yellow into this. And if it gets tangled up, you know that you're going to be looking at some serious bearishness. So we're still bullish right now. You can see that the ribbons are still pointing up, but they're starting to curve a little bit because this is coming down like this. We need to pay attention to this. All right. But that doesn't mean go dumping a bunch of money in the market. We have to be careful because we have not passed 25,000. 25,000, remember, is sitting right here. Look at this line. There's your, let me put it up here. Here's your 25,000, okay? Sitting up here, 25. We have not passed that, so we have to be careful. We don't know what the market is going to do, but we do know Bitcoin is still bullish. I'm looking at my ribbons. Is that true? Yes. Now that we understand that, let's go to the next chart. Okay? Next chart. We also know that Bitcoin is still bullish because we're looking at our Gaussian channel. The what? Spell it. There you go right there. Gaussian channel. You can screenshot this if you want to. This is not a custom chart. This is something you can actually pull up in the indicators on TradingView. That means you can copy this from me, okay? You can see 4293 there. Yeah, there, that one. Okay, when you pull that chart up, it's going to show you this. And we're looking at Bitcoin, we're looking at BTC on the daily on Bitstamp. So you can see what this is, right? Check it out. This is how this works. It's just clarification. If you ever see this channel turn green, and when it turns green, if Bitcoin is above it, when it turns green, you're gonna be bullish. You see that? This is just a confirmation for those who don't have a custom bespoke chart like I have. Look at this. If you ever see this thing flip red on you and Bitcoin is below it, see that? When it flips red, you're gonna be bearish. When it flips green, if Bitcoin is above it, you will be bullish. This is a simple indicator for y'all to start doing something on. You see that? It flips red, you're below it, that bearishness. You get the idea. Look at where we are right now, okay? I'm zooming in for you. This is when it flipped green. Look at the date. This is when it started getting bullish. Back here, January the 4th is when it started getting bullish. How do I know that? Look, January the 4th is when it started getting bullish. How do I know that? Because I'm a charter. If you go and you look at my chart, let me remind you, this is where we was consolidating. I'm looking at the daily. We was consolidating. We couldn't get past this trend line here. There was your swing high before the FTX crash. We got a rejection there. We got a rejection here. And we got two rejections here, and we finally broke out before we start seeing all of this. And look what the date was. January the freaking 4th. A lot of people was getting crazy bullish and, oh my God, I didn't come into the market yet. My audience knows that I didn't come into the market until we actually got up here past this blue bar where I had. Why did I do that? Because I was also looking at this. I can also see that January the 4th, look, we were still red. No need for me to chase this green candles. That's how you get trashed in the market. Sometimes you might chase this and you might be right, but it's more often you will be wrong. So I did not go chasing the charts at January the 4th. I didn't go chasing those green candles. We were still red. You know when I came in? When this thing flipped green. Hello. I much rather be safe. I don't care about this. I much rather be safe and get these gains right here. Who's paying attention? This thing is still green. Bitcoin is still above it. Bitcoin is still bullish. Be careful. We will be looking at this. Will this flip red? Will these ribbons turn and get tangled? I don't know, but I have to show you this. I will be showing you this. Double tap the screen right now if you're enjoying the information that I'm sharing with you so that you have some sort of what? Peace. If you're going to be a macro investor, you need to be able to take deep breaths and have peace in your life. Stress will do you no good when it comes to investing. Now some of my audience is looking like, that damn Calvin. Because you're right. He didn't actually come into the market until the 21st. I put $150,000 in the market and I didn't do it until the 21st. Well, newsflash. The ribbon had flipped green. I was comfortable with putting 150 grand in there. Come on, talk to me. And y'all know I made a lot of money. We went crazy pumping. And I was just like, yeah, of course we did. My charts don't lie to me. That's when bro, you gotta blow off the guns. I'm letting my audience in on some secret stuff, man. I'm telling you, man, when I make moves, I don't be making moves just to be making moves. I don't chase big green candles. That's how you get wrecked. Chase big green candles, you get big red dildos. I'm telling you, that's the no Vaseline section. I don't like that. Shawshank Redemption, okay? Darth Vader showing up to your house. No. I don't do that. So let's look at this last chart, shall we? All right, let's look at the last chart. It's the monthly. And all we're going to do is look at this. We're looking at the relative strength index on the monthly. That means we have surpassed the daily information, the week's worth of information, and we're now looking at a month's worth of information. That's probably important. So let's look at this thing and see what's going on for the month. Okay, let me pull up my ebook here, because if you don't have this, then this will throw you off a little bit. So let me pull it out. For those of you who are new on this live and you're enjoying it, the free information, fantastic. You know that there's some information here in this ebook. This is $10, by the way. It will level you up beyond your imagination. But in this ebook, let me just slide down here. You'll see it. I have something in here, right here, where I'm talking about the market cycle, cryptocurrency. A market cycle for crypto is approximately 4 years. It's a 4-year cycle. Year 1 is your bear market. Year 2 is your accumulation year. Your Bitcoin halving cycle. Then your bull market. This is when people get rich. But to be honest with you, they actually set themselves up to be rich here, because they buy low here in a bear market and they sell high here in a bull market. So they buy Lamborghinis over here, but they set themselves up to buy those Lamborghinis by buying crypto cheap in a bear market. Basically, this is smart money and this is dumb money. And then the market resets itself. This was our last cycle. 2018, smart money. 2021, dumb money. Okay, I'm sorry if you bought crypto in 2021. Sorry, that was dumb money. You was buying crypto at a very high price because people who bought it in 2018 and accumulated it in 2019 was selling it to you at a very high price. I'm sorry that you have to know that, but that is what happened, okay? Smart money, dumb money. Now look at where we are. 2022, the market reset itself. Year 1, that was real bearish. All we did was crash down in 2022. Facts. We're now in 2023. We're in an accumulation year now. We're coming out of the bear market and we're in the accumulation year. Okay, that means you should be grabbing up more crypto. It's still cheap in 2023. 2024 will come and you will not be able to grab crypto cheap. That will be a Bitcoin halving cycle, and then we will experience another bull market in 2025. You'll be wishing that you bought crypto in 2022 and accumulated in 2023, because when this happens, meaning over here and over here, that is when people buy Lamborghinis and stone on you with all kind of stuff. Balenciaga shirts, red bottom shoes, vacation homes, Punta Cana, and all kind of other stuff. I'm telling you that. That's how it works. So now that you understand that, this is what it looks like on the chart for the relative strength index. I think you'll appreciate this. You can see here that we did not come out of this bear market here to go into this bull market until something happened. Notice we got past this white trend line. See it? See this white trend line right here that I have on the charts? We got past this white trend line, and then we teetered around on this as support right here. And then finally, the relative strength index, which is the RSI, passed this moving average, which is this yellow line, and we was off to the bull market. That's when we actually went from here to go up to a bull market. Takes approximately 4 years to do that, okay? Now look, then it starts back over. That was the top of the market right there, boom, 2017, and then it comes crashing down in 2018, down here, right? And you can see that with your own eyes. It comes crashing down 2018. That's the bottom of your market down there, down here, right? When do we leave this bear market right here to go up into this bull market? Same thing has to happen. We have to get past this trend line. We come resting around on this as support, pushes up, gets past this moving average, and then we was off to a bull market. You see this, right? Y'all see that? Look at where we are right now. Oh, my Lord. Oh, here's your trend line. Look, we're talking about this cycle right here. We're in this cycle right now. These two cycles have already passed. We're in a new cycle. Look, 2022 bear market. Look, you can see this thing crashing down. Boom, 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 boom. Here's your trend line. We have gotten past the trend line. Look, we have come up here. Here's your moving average, and here is your RSI. Calvin, is it past it? Let's look in here. Let's zoom in and let's see for our own self. We barely just passed this thing right now. You see it? Ooh. Calvin, are you telling me that we're in a bull market? Be careful. We're just now passing this thing. This doesn't give me a bunch of comfort knowing that I showed you all the other stuff that's happening in the market, right? A lot of stuff happening macro, but I want to show you this because I'm telling you, if the macro environment and macroeconomics acts right, you know, you got Putin out here, y'all, in Russia, acting like he want to climb all the chimneys. Somebody said pointing down. No, it's not pointing down. It's pointing up. Let me show it to you again. Somebody said point down. Before I make my statement, somebody said it's pointing down. No, sir. It's pointing up. You see that? That's pointing up. The moving average is pointing down. This is pointing up. I want to make sure you understand that. See it? Let me show it to you over here. Over here, when it crossed, this was coming down and we crossed up. You see that? Look, this was coming down and we crossed up. The RSI is pointing up on that one. The RSI pointed up on this one. Look at where we are right now. We're just now starting to pull up out of this, but it's just starting. This can easily get rejected or come back down. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world, okay? And I want to make sure y'all understand this, because when it comes to investing, you just can't look at charts. Sure, looking at charts gives you a head start. It gives you an advantage over people who don't know this stuff. But I also want to add something to that. You have to pay attention to macroeconomics, which we are going to do today. Listen, if you're listening to me right now and I'm breaking this down for you, I'm showing you all of my charts so you can understand. The charts are telling us that, yes, we are bullish, okay? But you have to be careful. Let me tell you why, okay? POE is coming. If you don't know what POE is, when you're talking about federal government and stuff like that, look it up. But if that number is high, we're going to see the market come crashing down, okay? You also need to understand that China right now is in a bull market. China means a lot, okay? Listen, while everything else, meaning the S&P 500, while it's crashing, and I'm going to show you that, the S&P is going this way. But China is in a, have you looked at China's actual stock market? China is bullish. I'm talking to you about macroeconomics now because that's what I do as an investor. I look at everything, okay? So I'm not just looking at the United States S&P 500. I'm looking over there to see what is China and Japan doing? What are they doing over there in Asia? Oh, they're bullish over there. Listen, man, is this on? I'm showing y'all, listen, I'm showing y'all how to really look at this stuff so you can be, man, we talking about wealth. I showed you that 25,000 is a problem for Bitcoin and you got to be careful until we get past that. But now I'm showing you, listen, some of y'all are looking at me right now and this is boring to you. You ready to get off the live right now? Because now I'm finna start talking to you about Asian markets and all that. I don't want to hear nothing about that. I'm an American. You are a worldwide individual. You are online right now with people from all over the world. What are you talking about? Crypto is worldwide. You know that, right? This ain't got nothing to do with a USA and American flag. This is worldwide, yo. You got to pay attention to everything. So I'm going to show you everything. I wouldn't be right if I didn't. I wouldn't be right if I didn't show you everything. So I'm going to do it. A lot of people on here saying, bro, you respect, bro. That's, my God. Let's look around it. Look at it. Let's look at the S&P 500 real quick. Ooh. Yeah, let me zoom in for you. Let me pull a trend line up for you. Okay? Let me show you. A lot of people was getting hyped because of this was happening. This right here was bullish. Okay? Yeah. Right? Look at what's happening to the S&P 500 right now, though. It's bearish. The S&P 500 is falling. It was up here. It peaked up here at 41.98. Look where it is sitting at right now, 39.91. This thing is falling. If the S&P continues to fall, look at my trend line. Notice that I never erase my trend line. My trend lines are important. They tell you a lot in this world if you don't know how to chart. Let me break it down for you. For those who haven't seen this in a while, this white trend line that I drew on the S&P 500, that means your big boy stocks, okay? Your securities like your Apples and your Teslas and stuff. This thing has been falling. Look, it started falling in December of 2021. It started falling in December 2021. Notice that it got rejected right here. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down. Then it rallied back up, got a rejection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down. Rallied back up, got rejected. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down. Rallied back up, right? Got a rejection. Came down 1, 2, 3, 4. And we didn't see the fifth wave. This thing kept going. And I told my audience, I said, that's not normal. This thing right here was supposed to get rejected right here and come down on this fifth wave, but it kept going. But I never erased my trend line. I am going to leave it here because now we're coming back. If this continues to fall, meaning the S&P 500, it will come here and it's going to test this line right here. I'm showing y'all in advance because I do this shit for real. If this continues to fall, it is going to have to test this trend line. Because this was major resistance. And now, if it's going to continue and it's going to be bullish, it has to test this line and it has to support there in order to push back up to be bullish. If it tests this line and it breaks this line and you start closing candles below this line, guess what? We are going to complete that fifth wave. You could just bet your ass we're going to complete that fifth wave. Double tap the screen if you hear what I'm saying to you. I'm not going to remove that white line. I know this. It has to come and test that white line. This is crypto. This is S&P 500 stocks. It has to do it. That's a fact what I'm telling you right now. So I'm going to leave it there. It's going to come down and test it. At some point, I'm not an oracle. And I don't have, crystal ball, so I can't tell you the exact date. But you know what? Because I'm a macro investor, I will be watching that. I will be watching Bitcoin at 25,000. Can it break 25,000? It has been rejected 3 or 4 times right now. That's a problem. And now we got the S&P 500 falling down. That's a problem. I need to see what's going on everywhere. The Asian markets is bullish. The American markets is bearish. This is mixed signals. This is how people get set up to get absolutely thrashed in the market because it's confusion. It's not as simple as just looking at a chart saying, oh yeah, now you have to be careful. You got to really know somebody that know what they're doing if you're going to survive this. Listen, we're going to look at the DXY here in a minute. And we're going to look at total 3 in a minute. And we're going to look at the GDP. We're going to look at, but I'm telling you, because there's a lot of mixed signals in the market, this right here is telling you that we're bullish. And y'all saw that. Why do you think I showed you my charts? I showed you the EMA ribbons. I showed the Gaussian channel. I showed you my Bitcoin bottom for the relative strength index. All of that stuff says, hey, this is bullish, but it's just barely bullish. But then you get the stuff like, wait a minute, the 200-week moving average and the 50-week moving average has crossed. That's a death cross. And we're getting rejected under the 50-week moving average on a death cross. Ooh, that is a very, very big contradiction to into being bullish, right? We're getting rejected at the 25,000, which was the last swing high of a bear flag. Ooh, I don't really know if I want to put a bunch of money in a bunch of confusing signals. The S&P is falling down, yet Bitcoin was being a little bit bullish. And then you got the Asia markets being bullish. Ooh, that's confusion. And if you don't know how to navigate these markets in that confusion, you will get trashed. This thing will rake you all over the coals. I'm talking about just absolutely losing a bunch of money. I ain't gonna do it though. And I refuse to let y'all do it if you're gonna be on this live with me. I can't be your financial advisor, but I can explain this stuff to you so you can be intelligent and make some decisions. When you get off this live, you will be more smarter than a lot of other people. Did you say more smarter, Calvin? That's not correct English. This is my live. I say what I want to say. You're going to be more smarter. You're going to be more smart. Let's look at the TXY. That's too much. Calvin's too much for me. I'm out. It's too much. Let's look at the TXY. Check this out. Here's something that you probably should pay attention to. Oh my gosh. Let me pull it up for you so you can see it in a split screen. Because if I don't show it to you in a split screen, you won't know what you're looking at. Up here is the US dollar. Last time I checked, the US dollar is still the world's reserve currency, meaning it is still king ding-a-ling on the charts, okay? And let me show you down here. I'm gonna change this US dollar currency because I split the screen here. I'm gonna change this to the S&P 500. Here we go. Oh, wow. Let me zoom in so we can see what's going on here. In case anybody wants to see it with their own eyes. All right, look at that. Do you see anything happening here? Your dollar is up here. Your S&P 500 is down here at the bottom. Does anybody see anything happening here? Oh, let me explain it to you in case you don't know. If the US dollar is gaining momentum, it is literally trading right now at 104, okay? If you see the US dollar going this way, you're gonna see digital assets going this way. You're gonna see assets going this way. Nothing is gonna stand up to the US dollar. If the US dollar, which is the world's reserve currency, is strengthening and going this way, people, meaning investors, are gonna put their money in the dollar. That means they're gonna take it out of something that is not as strong as that. That means they're gonna take it out of the S&P. They're gonna take it out of this stuff and put it here. They're trying to save their money, not lose money. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So if the dollar's going this way, the S&P 500 is going to be going this way. You can see that with your own eyes. Is that true? Yes or no? Okay. Now, look what's good. Let me zoom in a little bit more here. Okay. There we go. There's your dollar right there. Boom. Let's go ahead and let's look at Bitcoin right now. Okay. Now look at this. Look at the confusion. Here's where the confusion sets in, how people get raped. The US dollar going this way, Bitcoin going this way. What did I tell my audience? I said, this is very weird. There's no damn way that the US dollar is doing this and the most riskiest asset in the world, which is crypto, okay? The most volatile asset in the world, crypto, Bitcoin is this and Bitcoin is going that way. I said, that doesn't feel right. This is called confusion, and this could be a trap for you. Because let me show you, that's on the micro. Let me show you on the macro so you can see. Watch me zoom this out. Check it out now. Look. If you see Bitcoin, look, this is the dollar going this way. Let me zoom out on Bitcoin and show you something. Check this out. Look. The US dollar was weakening. Bitcoin was going nuts because Bitcoin, when you see this, that's what you're supposed to see. The US dollar weakening, digital assets gaining strength. But now you see the US dollar gaining strength and Bitcoin was gaining strength. That's not normal. Let me show it to you a different way in case you think that I'm lying. Look at the US dollar going nuts right here. Watch, look. On the macro, here's the US dollar going absolutely crazy. Let me show you Bitcoin on the macro in case you think that this is not a game and you should be paying attention to this because this is what real people who do this for real, this is what we pay attention to. Look, the US dollar going absolutely nuts. Bitcoin was going absolutely down for a whole year. You cannot stand up against the US dollar. Okay? Seriously. So, US dollar, Bitcoin. US dollar down, Bitcoin up. But now you see the US dollar going up and you see Bitcoin going up. That's not normal. I'm telling you, be careful. Okay? Listen, be careful. The S&P 500 is falling as the dollar strengthens. You want to know why that's more important than Bitcoin? Unless Bitcoin now is breaking out, meaning it's doing its own thing, like I'm mature now, and I'm guess what, daddy? You know what I mean? I got pimples on my face because Bitcoin is a teenager. I got pimples on my face, and I'm starting to talk back. And you say, what? I tell you, take that trash out. You better. Did he say when he finished doing what he playing his game? Did he say that to me? Bitcoin talking back. So unless Bitcoin is growing up and starting to talk back, I'm telling you, there's going to be some chin checking around this thing is what I'm trying to be careful. Bitcoin is still a teenager. The S&P 500, which got a bunch of old heads, okay? Apple's been around since 1976. Microsoft been around since 1975. We talking about the old heads. They following suit. I don't want no problems with the US dollar. You know what I mean? Bitcoin out here wilding out. This is just a teenager. Teenagers do that type of shit. Case for those of you who don't have kids, listen, I am 49 years old. I have kids. I'm telling you, they act up at teens. You say, what'd you say? So this is what's going on with Bitcoin. If I can explain it to y'all that way. It's getting a little out of pocket here. What you say? I tell you what. I tell you what. This is I tell you what moment. You don't have to believe me. I'm keeping it real with you. You don't have to believe me. Some of y'all gonna pay attention. Y'all laughing, but I'm serious about this, man. Bitcoin need to be checked here. Okay? Bitcoin need to be checked here. It's getting out of pocket. This is a little bit too much. Who you think you talking to? Some of y'all look at y'all kids right now. Let me go check and see if these dishes is washed while I'm up in here trying to watch this live with y'all. Yeah, get these dishes washed. All right, guys, okay. Got something else I want to show y'all. Are y'all having fun? Because this is what I like to do. I like to make sure that my audience has a little bit of fun while they learn some stuff, okay? News flash here. Before I go back to the news and all that, let me take a little break here. For those of you who are enjoying this live and you've never been on my live before, take a moment and make sure you follow me. Listen, there's 320-something thousand likes on this live. Those likes are well earned, by the way. They don't come for free. You have to be doing something on your live that people like, that they have to be enjoying you in order to give you 300,000 likes on a live. You got to be saying something that's changing their lives. So maybe join this awesome. Listen, this is an awesome group of people, right, South Texas? So you can join us. You follow me, and if you're not aware, before I go over it on my live, not stressing it, but if you want to know, I am the author of 2 ebooks. You could just grab this link right here at powerofpub.com. I'm the author of 2 ebooks. These ebooks are fantastic. They are changing people's lives. This one shows you how to make $100,000 from your house with a cell phone and a computer. That's true. Ask anybody on this live. They'll tell you these bullet points are true. They're not playing around. Making money online, generating passive income from your house. I'm talking about $100,000, y'all. I ain't talking about no little money. More time freedom, quitting your 9 to 5 just over broke, and making money while you sleep. This ebook does all of that stuff. I proved it many, many times. Learning how to navigate crypto like an absolute boss. Well, this is the cheat guide. If you want to learn how to make money in crypto and literally do it like an absolute boss, take it from someone who's part of the 2 Comma Club when it comes to crypto. I'll prove to you what that means in a minute. Grab these books. They will change your life. There you go right there. Now let's get back to what I was talking about here. I got to go back to this chart, okay? That was just a small intervention. I am now showing you the total 3. The what? This is called the crypto total market cap, okay? That's what I'm looking at right now, okay? Why am I looking at this? Because, check it out. Think about what I'm saying to you. I'm looking at the total market cap of all of crypto, right? In case you didn't know, there's 22,000 plus cryptos, okay? And the total market cap of all of those cryptos right now is a little over $1 trillion. So I need to look at this chart because I'm a macro investor and I'm showing y'all how to be macro investors. This is how you don't get fooled and don't get wiped out from your money. See, I have this blue box right here. This blue box is important when it comes to the total market cap. Bitcoin likes this blue box. Notice that the bottom of this blue box is about $966 billion. That means all the crypto is $966 billion when it's at the bottom of that box. And at the top of this box, it is about 1 trillion. Right? You see that? Now, why am I telling you that? Because if you look here, notice that we was inside of this box for a long time here in July of 2022, right? You can see we was in that box in August of 2022. You see that we was, look, up here, we was approaching inside the box here, getting rejection inside the box here. That was September. All up inside the box over here in November. Ooh, we was inside this box for a long time right here. Look at that. Listen, y'all not understanding. These are daily candles. This is a lot. We was here for a long time. That's January. Look, we was all up inside of this box. So people getting all excited. The market has pushed out inside of this box, but look at what is happening right now. Calm down now, because we're not that far above this box. You see here that we literally wicked down into the box. That just happened when, Calvin? This is a new candle printing right now. Don't act like this ain't today. That's we actually wicked inside of this box. Be careful, man. People out here telling you this, the market is crazy bullish and it's going nuts and we're in a bull market. Stop, man. This thing is still flirting around with this blue box. Tell me that it's not. It is. We ain't past that blue box. Right? Calm down. But calm your, going back to them kids. Big, who you talking to? You're getting a little bit too grown for your britches around here, Annie. You don't pay no bills around here. Better get that trash taken out, do some dishes. I'm talking to Bitcoin right now. You a teenager. Who you talking to? Grown man, Bitcoin, I can see you. I can see you still messing around with that blue box while people are out here telling you that we are absolutely in the bull market. Stop. We are not. Just because you see some bullishness in the market, I'll show you the bullishness. I'll be honest and open with you when I tell you, yes, there's bullishness in the market, but we ain't in no bull market now. Calm down now. Show my audience the deal. Am I not showing y'all the real? Am I not showing you the real? When you come on this joint, you can just be happy. Somebody come in here. Look, somebody. Bruh, a death cross means it's a bear market. I can't. So did you just come on the live? Welcome to the live. Okay, welcome to the live. Let me just bring you up to speed. You missed about, how long I've been on this live now? About an hour and 30 minutes. You've missed an hour and 30 minutes worth of fantastic information and custom charts. I've showed people a death cross, and I showed it to them on the 50 and the 200-week moving average. That does not mean we are in a bear market. You have no idea what you're talking about. If you go and you start shorting the market, talking about we're in a bear market, you will get your ass handed to you. We are in a neutral market, bro. We're not bull market or bear market. This thing is real confusing right now. And we're not just talking about charts. You're talking to me about a bear market based off of charts. That's not how you decide if we're in a bear market. I just finished talking to everybody about what's happening on the macroeconomic scale. Russia is still out here climbing all the chimneys, talking about they want all the smoke. The Asian market is in a bull market. Did you not know that? They're out here buying Bitcoin at a high clip. Do you know how much money they got over in Asia? You better check yourself talking about we're in a bear market. We are not. We don't know what we're in. You need to pay attention to everything right now. This is how people get wrecked. You see that? Now, I'm not coming at you sideways. I'm coming at you that way because I love you. If you think we're in a bear market and you go out here and you start shorting the market, you're going to get trashed, bro. Don't say I didn't tell you. You got to look at everything, player. Everything. You don't look at just no death cross in the market, man. Come on. Come on now. Boy, I tell you, I got to teach people stuff, man. Sometimes you come in here and they just see, they've been on my live all of 2 minutes. This is what, This is why sometimes I have to rewind stuff back and just show me like, because no, man, we're in a bear. No, we're not. We're not. You don't know what we're in. You don't have a crystal ball, and you definitely ain't no oracle. You don't have Jafari the parrot sitting on your shoulder. You ain't got no lamp to rub. I wish for a bear market. You don't know what we in, fam. Okay? All right. I'm serious about that. Now I'm going to rewind this back and show it to you. Since you think we're in a bear market. This is I'm not picking on you, but I have to use that comment as because you left it. So you put it out there for everybody to see, so I got to address it. For anybody that's saying we're in a bear market, let me caution you. Wait for it, okay? Flipping my camera around, and I'm just going to rewind this back. I'm going to make it real quick for you, okay? Let me refresh this. Look, refresh. This signal right here, which is called the crypto sentiment, fear and greed sentiment, right? It tells you that the market is greedy. You are telling me we're in a bear market, but this says that the market is greedy. That means bull. I'm just showing you that we're half and half so that you can stop saying that we're in a bear market. I'm telling you that we are half and half. This shit can go either way. This says that we're in a bull market. This says greedy. Greed last week, greed yesterday, greed today. This is greedy. The market is bullish. It's going this way. That's a fact, yeah? Okay. This is the total. Look, this is the crypto total, okay? Just look at it. We're now above this blue box. We wicked down here, but we are above it. We've been above it here for the last couple days. That's a bullish signal. So you're saying we're in a bear market. This is a bullish signal. I'm telling you right now. Okay? Let me show you something else. Okay? This right here is I call this the Bitcoin bottom chart, and it is true for real. Notice that over here, this was the the bear market. You're talking to me in the bear. This was the bear market in 2014. You see that? Guess what happened? When we passed, meaning this relative strength index on the monthly, when it passed this moving average, we went into a bull market. That's a fact. This was your bottom of your bear market here, okay, in 2018. That was your bear market, completely oversold on the monthly, bruh. We got this relative strength index past the moving average. We went to a bull market, right, till 2021. Look at where we are right now. This relative strength index, let me zoom in on it for you. It has passed this moving average on the monthly. That is a bullish signal. You can say we're in a bear market, but this is telling you that this is bullish. Do you understand that? You see how you can start being confused now? I'm telling you, if you short this market, you can get your ass handed to you because I'm telling you, there's a lot of signals saying bullish. I'm just making sure you understand so you don't get out there. This right here, this is the Gaussian channel. Anytime you see this channel flip green and Bitcoin is above it, you are bullish. You have to see it flip red and be below it in order to be bearish. I'm showing you all the way back here. Red, below it, bearish. Red, below it, bearish. Green, above it, bullish. You get the idea, don't you? Green, above it, bullish. Look at where we are right now. You're telling me we're in the bear market. This thing is bullish. You're looking at it right here with your own eyes. You gonna go against that? This is a custom EMA ribbon. This ribbon has never lied to me, not once, in any of the assets that I'm in. And I'm looking at all my assets. Let me show it to you. We're looking at Bitcoin. If you ever see this 20 EMA, meaning this yellow ribbon, the yellow exponential moving average, the yellow one, if you ever see it above the blue 55, and I give a thumbs up, which I did right here back in January when it started getting pumped up here, you see the ribbon cross? If these ribbons separate and the yellow's above, that is gonna be bullishness. You can clearly see that these ribbons are separated and the yellow is above that blue. Calvin, that doesn't mean, yes, it does. If you ever see me give a thumbs down and this yellow falls below the blue, you will be bearish. You could go all the way back here, and I'm looking at Bitstamp. I don't care how far you go back. You can go all the way back to 2012, bro. And I'm telling you, if this yellow ribbon is below that blue ribbon, you will be bearish. If it is above, you will be bullish. We could go back here all day long and look at this. Stop telling me we're in a bear market when I'm looking right here. This is bullish. This is a bullish signal. Is that not? This is bearish. This is what you're hanging your hat on. The death cross. This is your death cross right here. Your 50-week moving average. You're telling me that we're bearish, look, we're right here. This is your 50-week moving average. This candle is still forming. It's a weekly candle. The week is not over. I'm talking directly to you. The week is not over yet. You don't know if this candle is going to continue to rise up and get past this 50-week moving average. That means you have to pay close attention to this. You understand what I'm saying to you? Right now, we see that this candle on the weekly came up here, wicked up past the 50 and the 200 and got a rejection. It closed below those. Now we've seen this go up, wicked up past the 200, past the 50, but it is literally down here below the 50. But this week is not over with. You don't know if this candle is going to close above that 50 week or if it's going to close above the 200. It is a weekly candle. You have to wait to see what it's going to do. So don't tell me that we are bearish or bullish. We are in between. You don't know. It's this right here. It could go either way. Is that true? Yes or no? Bitcoin is being rejected at 25,000. It's not a bear market. It's not a bull market. It's a your ass better be careful market. Hey, it's not a bear market. It ain't a bull market. It's a you better be damn careful market, okay? POE is coming. If that is high, the market's gonna tank. The S&P 500 is tanking right now. The S&P 500 means way more to people who got real money. It means way more than people who are into crypto. People who have real money don't really care about crypto. Let me help you people. Let me help somebody out real quick. People who care about real money, okay? They don't care nothing about crypto. I know that right there don't sound right, does it? It sounds, what you talking about? I'll show you what I'm talking about. One piece of information. If some of y'all seen this information before, if you've seen it, I'm gonna remind you just so that you don't second guess this. For anyone who has never seen this information before, take notes. Because what I'm about to share with you is realer than real. And you're gonna figure out that you should pay attention to everything in the macroeconomic environment. People don't give a damn about no damn crypto right now. This is still a baby. We haven't hit the S curve. We have not hit the bell curve. We haven't hit critical mass with crypto. This is still a little baby. Huh? Institutional investors ain't in this yet. Sovereign money ain't in this yet. Pension funds ain't in this yet. Venture capitalists ain't in this yet. Institutional money ain't in this yet. Their money is still in traditional assets. You know what I'm talking about. Securities like Apple and Tesla. Let me prove it to you. I could just be saying that, or I could just make it real for you. Here's your top assets by market cap. That means all assets, including publicly traded companies, precious metals, cryptocurrencies, and exchange traded funds, right? That's everything. That means companies, I'm talking about all your big boy companies, your Teslas, your Nvidias, your Exxons, your Meta Platform, your Louis Vuittons, your Tencents, your Johnson & Johnson, JP Morgan, Walmart. I'm talking about the big boys here, okay? This is all your big boys, okay? Real talk, McDonald's and all of them, right? Why am I showing you all of that? Because I want to remind you of something. I'm going to go here and show you. There's 22,000 cryptos. This market is small. 22,000 cryptos, and the entire market cap for every last one of these cryptos, that includes Bitcoin and Ethereum, which take up 60% of that. You're just making numbers up. I'm not. Bitcoin's market cap is 469 billion. Ethereum's market cap is 202 billion. 4 plus 2 is 6, and then I'm just gonna basically call this $700 billion. That means this Bitcoin and Ethereum takes up about 70% of this entire market cap. Somebody stop me when I'm lying. Just these two cryptos right here take up 70% for the most part of this entire market cap. Now, why am I sharing that with you? Because if there's 22,000 cryptos and the entire market cap is basically $1 trillion, let me remind you, Apple by itself, Apple's market cap is 2.3 trillion, just Apple. That means Apple is 2 times as larger than all the cryptos on the planet Earth, just Apple. Forget the rest of the other publicly traded companies. Just Apple is crushing all of crypto. Now I'm gonna flip my camera around. I'm gonna say this one more time. Crypto is still small. The real power players care about what is happening with the S&P 500. And the S&P 500 is tanking. Think about what I just said to you. The real money is in the S&P 500, and that's going down. People are taking their money out of the S&P 500 and putting it in the dollar for refuge. That's why the dollar is going up. That's called the Dixie, the DXY. So the S&P 500 is going down, the DXY is going up, and Bitcoin is trying to figure out what it wants to do. Do you think you want to bet against the S&P 500? I'm telling you, Apple is 2 times larger than all of crypto, and it represents one thing inside of the S&P 500. This is a $300 trillion equities market is $300 trillion. Don't tell me we're in a bear market. You don't know what you're talking about. No, we're in a you better watch your ass market. You better pay attention to everything. I said what I said. I'm gonna get some water behind that, because I said in my Nene voice from the Real Housewife, I said what I said. Brother, I love you. That's why I came at you like that, by the way. I don't want no smoke. I'm not Putin. Putin is climbing the chimney. He want all the smoke. That's something you should pay attention to. This man out here is telling people, hey, Joe Biden, did you go over to the Ukraine? You did a surprise visit in the Ukraine, and you out here saying that you support the Ukraine? And you actually giving them some actual items and things to help them. Hey, don't take up arms now. That's an act of war. See, I'm showing you listen, y'all be reading let me help y'all out. Y'all be reading gossip, okay? Y'all be all on the shade room on Instagram and Perez Hilton. Let me show you, I read the real news. I just told you that Joe Biden, our president, POTUS, did a surprise visit, showed up in the Ukraine, and basically told Putin, hey, we tired of this. You know you can end this war with a couple words, one word. Now we out here, I'm in the Ukraine right now, and we gonna give them boys some arms. Now we can't lift an arm. The United States can't lift arms. That is an act of war. But Putin can see, Joe Biden, oh, that's what you doing, bruh? I told you that I was going to continue this war in the Ukraine and that I want all the smoke. And now you roll up over there. You see, this is getting real shaky and real dicey. You talking to me, talking about we're in a bear market and we're in a bull market, this, that, and third. You better look out what's happening. You have no idea. I'm watching this like a hawk right now. I'm sitting here watching like, what is Putin? Is Putin going to get serious about this thing? Because they got nukes, you know. Listen, if this thing starts escalating, it's going to tank everything. I have to look at that. I have to see that Asia's market is in a bull market right now. I got to look at that. They got a lot of money over there in Asia, straight up. And I got to look at I got to look at everything. And I got to be sitting on the sideline like, man, I got to read my news. I got to look at my charts. That's just the small part of it. I got to look at the S&P 500. I got to read my CNBC Pro because I am a member of CNBC Pro. That means the real news. That means I pay. I have a paywall, right, that I am behind. Let me explain it to you. Y'all get the generic news. There is a paywall. There's CNBC free news, and then there's CNBC Pro, where the real news is. I pay to get behind that paywall because I want to read the real news. I'll give y'all some money. How much y'all need? A couple dollars? $13, $20? I don't care what it is. I need that real news because it affects the way I'm going to actually put my money in this market. And I know charts, but I'm also getting additional information on how I'm going to, you understand what I'm saying to y'all, right? This is not a game. When I go live and I start sharing this information with people, it's because I really want to help you. Some people just looking at charts and listen to some damn YouTuber and thinking they know what they're talking about. No, you don't. No, you don't. You ain't spending the money to get behind the paywalls. What the real news is. That was an Easter egg for somebody, CNBC Pro. That was an Easter egg for somebody who's paying attention. Because I be on this, CNBC Pro. Apparently, I've been getting the free news. I need to get the real news. There's some news that we are not getting? Yep. CNBC Pro. I'm just going to pull it up just for shits and giggles. Let's pull up CNBC Pro, to which I have an account. Let's see if I have an account. Yeah. Let me see if I have my camera around. I've been having this account since I was doing my YouTube channel, The Simple Driver, which made me hundreds of thousands of dollars. Let me flip my camera around and see if this is true. Yeah. The Simple Driver account, I can sign out, but I'm not. I'm on my CNBC Pro stuff right now. You mean to tell me that there's information right now? I'm looking at this right now. They're talking about NVIDIA for Q4. Imagine that. Now I'm gonna go back here because I talked about something earlier today, and this is a good time for me to bring it back up. I told you at the beginning of my live that BlackRock is starting a metaverse themed ETF. That's an exchange traded fund. That means basically a basket of stocks that are gonna do well, okay? They're in a group, they're in a basket. And Meta, formerly known as Facebook, Apple, and NVIDIA are their top holdings for the exchange traded fund. Imagine this, I'm sitting here behind my CNBC Pro account and they're telling me that NVIDIA's Q4 data said, I'm getting real-time information. While I'm getting this, look. Because I pay for that. Let me see what we're doing here. NVIDIA's gaming revenue. Yeah, I need to make sure that you understand there's levels to this. There's levels to this. We ain't no generic information. No, you got to have more than that. I'm just going to show y'all what's in here, but just can't. Listen, I don't have an affiliate link on this. I wish I had an affiliate link. I sure would give it to y'all. Let me look at this thing and see what they're showing us on this thing in the CNBC Pro. They're immediately, look, CNBC Pro, this is a pro account. I could, pro analysis, pro stock picks. Let me open that up. I'm just curious. I'm gonna slide down here and let me see what we're talking about right now. Analyst stock picks, global venture capitalist stock has 130% upside. I bet you would like to know what, don't you wanna know what has 130% upside? I know what it is. Pro picks, watch all of these Wednesday's big stock calls for CNBC. Damn, imagine what that is. Jim Chano says he's still betting against Coinbase. This stock has 20% upside and could get a boost in tax season. Wells Fargo says that. There's something that I can buy right now that's gonna have a 20% upside that can also give me a boost in tax season. Imagine that. You see what's going on, right? I have all kind of information, y'all, that I can grab that the average individual is not getting this information. Pro stock picks. Intel. Coinbase. Look. All this pro stuff that they don't let y'all see. I am not a millionaire by accident. I'm getting information. I'm paying for the best information out there. I'm looking at the charts. I understand what the macroeconomic environment is, right? I know how to generate passive income from taking my intellectual property, turning it into a digital asset across all of these social media platforms and these search engines. I take that money and I put it into what? Crypto, stocks, real estate, virtual real estate. This is how you win. It's the information, and you just can't get the information. I'm giving plenty of that. You got to do something with the information. If you did not write down CNBC Pro, that's on you. In my Drake voice, it is what it is. And I'm so tired. It is what it is. It's too late for all that. I'm gonna play that song. It's too late for it. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Mob ties, man. Have some help. Get rid of these. It is what it is. All right, let's go back. Somebody said, get the Bloomberg. Yeah, I listen. I know you're new to my live, but sir, I have Bloomberg, I have Fortune, and I have Forbes. I have subscriptions to all of that stuff. In addition to that, I also have a subscription to what? My audience knows. Did y'all know? Y'all know what I'm saying? What is it? Anybody? Let me remind people. Somebody said, get 4. No. I have subscriptions to all that stuff. I'm a real millionaire, for real. I have subscriptions to all that. But I also have subscriptions to this. Another Easter egg, in case you didn't see it. Motley Fool. Let me log in for you. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's log in real quick. Let me log in. I'm signing in right now. Let me show you what's going on here. Pay attention. This is not a game. Look, the Motley Fool. I'm gonna help you out with something real quick. Look. Our top stops. Look at number 1. Damn it, Calvin. You be killing them, gang. Our top stocks. Look at what's number 1. Wouldn't you like, look, let me fly camera around. Wouldn't you like to know what's number 2 and number 3 and number 4 and number 5 and number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, and number 10? I opened my live up today telling you that BlackRock has an ETF for the metaverse. Apple, Meta, and NVIDIA are their top holdings. I just showed you in my Motley Fool account that the number 1 top stock is NVIDIA. Do you think you should take that serious? Let's click into my services. You might want to pay attention to this because now I'm going to help you out. Rule breakers. Here's our rule breakers. It's up 197% compared to the S&P 500, 98% returns. We're beating the S&P 500 by 100%. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. These are our rule breakers. Don't worry. Let me show you the other service. Stock Advisor. Lifetime returns for our Stock Advisor. 390% gains on our money. The S&P 500, 115%. We are beating the S&P 500 by 274%. Some of y'all know what that means. It means millions. That's what I'm talking about. Here's what it is. And I'm so tired. Yeah. Somebody said, this guy never responds to our chats. Yeah, I hear you. I hear what you're saying. Are you new to my live? I'm not responding to the chat right now because I've been gone for 3 days. Newsflash, I normally go live every single day and been doing that for 2 years. I always respond to my chats. So I'm not doing it now because I'm not in a responding to a chat mode. I am teaching people things that they should be understanding so that they can get absolutely financially free. All you gotta do is sit back and just drink some Kool-Aid and some wine or a cold beer and just learn something for free. Let's learn something for free. This is more so of a lecture. This is not a back and forth thing. This is lecture. I'm lecturing. I'm telling you right now, there's people on here right now getting information for free. They're gonna put themselves in a position to be rich. Now I'm going back to my news because I started my live with news. This information that I'm about to give you is something that you should pay attention to. I'm going back to the news because I start my live off with news and then I'm gonna go back in this and I'm gonna run it back. How did I start my live off? You're about to see it right now. Now, if you think that you just want me to answer some questions and stuff like that, I'm not going to answer any questions right now. Not because I'm being an asshole or nothing like that. Just, this is not the time for me to answer questions. This is the time for me to teach you something and show you how to get out of your own way and get to the 2 comma club. It's 2 commas in $1 million, in case anybody wanted to know that. Let me show you how to get to the 2 comma club. I'm sharing my first piece of information with you, and I'm going to back it up with what? I'm going to back it up with what I call utilitarian value. Because it's just not enough to just share something with you and just give you some. No. You need to give people utilitarian value to go behind it. That way, when they get off the live, they're smarter than they was before they got on the live. And they don't just have to trust you and your word. There's a lot of people out here who's faking. They think that they're financially free, or they want you to think that they actually have some money, but they don't. They're just faking it till they make it. They're waiting for the bull market of 2025 to say, see, I told you I had some money. I told you. Let me flip the camera around. Here we go. BlackRock starts a metaverse-themed ETF. I'm starting my news the way I started this. Check it. BlackRock starts a metaverse-themed ETF despite warning investor interest. Look what they say here. Meta, which is formerly known as Facebook changed their whole entire name to Meta, which is short for the metaverse. It's short for the metaverse. Facebook changed their name to that. Apple and NVIDIA are their top holdings for this exchange traded fund. If you don't know what an ETF is, let me explain it to you. An ETF is basically a basket of stocks. You see, these are publicly traded companies right here. See all of these? If you don't know how to individually go and buy these and you don't know how to do none of this stuff, you can buy an ETF, which is basically a basket of these things. And someone else is doing the investing for you, okay? They're smarter than you, okay? Now, why is BlackRock starting a metaverse ETF? Why is that important? Well, first of all, you have to understand who BlackRock is, and you have to understand what the metaverse is going to be. Let's see if I can remind you of that. Goldman Sachs sees the metaverse as an $8 trillion opportunity. I'm gonna say that to you again. Goldman Sachs sees the metaverse as an $8 trillion opportunity. You slide down here, it tells you that Goldman Sachs is backing Morgan Stanley's view and prediction of the metaverse being $8 trillion. If you slide down further, you'll see that Citigroup sees the metaverse as 8 to 13 trillion by the year 2030. That is 7 years from now. Let me explain something to you when we start talking about trillions, because some of y'all don't know what that means. So I am going to help you out. Let's bring up this calculator. Let's bring up $1 billion, because you got to respect what a trillion is first. So I need to show you what a billion is first. Here we go. Here's a billion. How do I know? Hundreds of thousands, hundreds of millions. This is 1 billion on the calculator. Pay attention. If I divide 1 billion by $100,000, it gives me this. If I take that and divide it by 365 days, if you had $1 billion, did you know that you could spend $100,000 every single day for 27 years straight? I'm gonna say that, we're just talking about 1 billion, yo. $1 billion, you can spend $100,000 every day for 27 years straight. Now, we're gonna talk about a trillion, because you need to understand the difference. Here's a trillion, first of all. It is one digit with 12 zeros behind it. Here's your one digit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is what $1 trillion looks like. Hundreds of thousands, hundreds of millions, hundreds of billions, 1 trillion. Watch this. Divided by 1 billion. There's your number. Divided by 365. If you had $1 trillion, you could spend $100 billion every single day for 2.7 years. Do you understand the difference between $1 billion and $1 trillion? That is a shitload of difference. And I'm telling you, and Goldman Sachs is telling you, the metaverse is going to be 8 trillion with an 8. Morgan Stanley is telling you the metaverse is going to be 8 trillion. Citigroup is telling you 8 to 13 trillion by the year 2030. Do you think you should be paying attention to stocks that have metaverse entries to them? If you have not, let me help you out. I told my audience this 6 months ago. I told them to screenshot this. I showed them my Robinhood account and showed them that I was dollar cost averaging into these stocks. Now, I'm not your financial advisor, but if you're looking and you're screenshotting this, you're about to be someone who is going to change your financial trajectory, probably going to change your family tree. This is Meta. formerly known as Facebook, Meta Platforms, Unity Software, Roblox, Autodesk, NVIDIA, Microsoft, Qualcomm, and Matterport. These are the stocks that are building the backbone and the structure of this $8 to $13 trillion opportunity coming your way. If you don't screenshot this, if you don't do something about this before the year 2030, you're going to be wishing you did. I'm telling you that because I'm showing you now, BlackRock just started a metaverse ETF. You might not respect BlackRock, but I'm going to make sure that you respect BlackRock on my watch. Because who is BlackRock? Let me explain it to you. Look what it says here. And I screenshotted this stuff in August of last year. I screenshotted these tweets. That's 6 months ago. I told my audience, BlackRock is buying up Bitcoin. They're scooping up Bitcoin. You don't remember me telling you that? Guess what else I told them? The largest asset manager in the world has adopted Bitcoin, BlackRock. Look, they manage 10 trillion. Didn't I just tell you what $1 trillion is? BlackRock is the largest asset management firm in the world. They manage $10 trillion for their clients. Hundreds of thousands, hundreds of millions, hundreds of billions, 10 trillion, this company. And they're offering Bitcoin, and they're saying that it is a legitimate asset for all of their traditional investors. Let me help you out. Traditional means these are people that buy stocks and not crypto. They were offering Bitcoin now to their traditional investors. That means the big boys are starting to come into crypto. Who's paying attention? BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, just validated Bitcoin as an asset that belongs in institutional investors' portfolios. Newsflash. Institutional is very different from retail. A retail investor is someone who has $1 million or less in the market. Institutional investors means hundreds of millions or billions of dollars into their portfolios. They're offering these people Bitcoin now. That was back in August. Now here in February, they're telling their people, yo, we just started a metaverse exchange traded funds. That means a basket of stocks, including Meta, Apple, and NVIDIA, who are their top holdings in that ETF, that exchange traded fund. You better pay attention to this. Or not. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? The world's largest asset management firm manages 10 trillion, is now offering a metaverse ETF, a metaverse that is going to 8 to 13 trillion by the year 2030. It's 2023. Do you think you have a head start on this? You got 7 years. You better get your shit together. You got an opportunity of a lifetime sitting right here in front of you. And I told my audience that 6 months ago. We didn't have to wait till February 22nd of this year. I was telling them this last year in August. That's right. Some people listened, some people didn't. I bet y'all listening now though. You already 6 months behind the curve. How you feel about that? Don't make you feel warm and fuzzy inside. But for everybody else that was listening to me, man. Wow. I'm talking about utilitarian value. That means you can get off this live and go recreate everything that I just showed you. That means you could pull up your calculator and see what a billion is and see what a trillion is. Your calculator won't lie to you. You could pull that article up and see if BlackRock has an ETF for the metaverse. You could go and look and see, did Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley and Citigroup actually say the metaverse is going to be 8 to 13 trillion dollars? Did he actually say that these coins right here, these stocks, are actually going to build the backbone? And go look them up. Go see what NVIDIA is. Go see what Roblox is doing in the metaverse. Go see what Meta, Facebook, is doing in the metaverse. Go see what Autodesk is doing, Qualcomm is doing, right? Go look up and see what they're doing. You have to make a decision about what you're going to do. How is your financial journey going to go? Are you going to continue to spin wheels and trade your most valuable asset, your time, for fiat currency? Or are you going to take this information and start taking that fiat currency and putting it in something that is going to appreciate in value? Your fiat currency is inflationary. That means it is constantly being devalued and be debased. Fiat currency can never stand up to crypto. That is something that is appreciating in value. It's not deflationary. Inflationary. Okay. No. Deflationary, not inflationary. Fiat is inflationary. Y'all got me all hyped up. That's the first piece of news. That's the first piece of news right there. Let's get to the second piece of news. There's only 2 pieces of news on this. There's only 2 pieces of news that I opened this up. That was a big one. That was a big one right there. Man, if you don't have no my crypto phone. You got a whole phone for crypto? Yes. I have a whole laptop for crypto. I drop a lot of Easter eggs on my live. That was an Easter egg. I have a dedicated crypto phone, and I have a dedicated crypto laptop. That was an Easter egg for somebody, I don't know. Somebody heard me, somebody didn't. Wait. Let me go see something. Boom. Let me see. Blessings. Blessings for my audience. Blessings for my audience. What you do with this information is totally up to you. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just somebody here sharing my journey with my audience, and I'm helping people create themselves and put themselves into the 2 comma club. For real, for real. Look at this. Screenshot this or not. Doesn't matter to me. For those of you who are go-getters, initiators, you take the initiative to put yourself in position to be financially free. Screenshot this. Right? Do me a favor. Go and find out what these companies are doing when it comes to the metaverse. You know that it's going to be 8 to 13 trillion. Find out what these companies are doing. Make a decision if you want to invest in those companies. I'm going to say that to you. Then I'm going to go here and I'm going to show you. Okay? The next order date for me is tomorrow. Total invested, just 20 grand. Look. Every single week, I am dollar cost averaging into these stocks. That means I don't even think about it. It just happens. Coinbase, Tesla, Apple, Autodesk, Meta, Microsoft, Matterport, Nubank, NVIDIA, Qualcomm, Roblox, Unity Software, ARK's ETF, that means ARK Invest Exchange Traded Fund, IVV, that's Vanguard's ETF, that's MicroStrategy. Do you understand what I'm showing you this? What you do with this information is totally up to you. I don't even think about this. Happens every single week. It's gonna happen. Okay? There's gonna be some stuff that's gonna happen tomorrow, and then there's gonna be some a bunch of them on the 27th, automatically every week. I'll be doing this for the next 7 years. I won't even think about it. It's set it and forget it thing for me. You think that you gotta be rich to start this? You don't. You've seen it, $25, $50, $100. It just happens every week. Now, I might come in every now and then and throw a lump sum here or there. Maybe $500 toward this one if it's down, maybe 2, 3. But on a weekly basis, I don't even think about it. This will be happening for 7 years. Now, I'm showing you that because I want you to understand that I'm not somebody that's just gaslighting you and trying to hype you up. I'm practicing what I say on my lives. If you're trying to figure out how someone is building wealth and why I'm part of the 2 comma club, I'm showing you. Very simple. That's called dollar cost averaging. DCA, dollar cost averaging into the market. $25 a week, $100 a week. I don't even think about it. I discuss dollar cost averaging in my ebook. This is how you build wealth. I don't care if the market is up or down. I don't care. This thing is going to 8 to 13 trillion dollars by 2030. Great. I will be buying this stuff for 7 years, every single week. Right? I'm going to buy a lump sum of that stuff. I'm going to buy a lump sum. I'm waiting. Woo-woo. Make sure this. Woo-woo. Come in, let me holler at you for a second. I'm talking to the grown and sexy people right now. Grown and sexy people, let me talk to you for a minute. I'm dollar cost averaging, but I'm going to give you a strategy. It's not financial advice. It's just a strategy that maybe you can use it. This is kind of like a gameplay. Look, I'm taking you back to when we was little kids. Fellas, ladies, y'all might have did this too. But fellas, look, we huddling up and I'm telling you, look, Jeff, you go this way, right? And then make a right there, right? Go up and then make a right, okay? And Darren, you go and then do like 2-step and then make a left right there, okay? And then we'll see what's gonna happen. And I'm gonna hit the first person that's open, okay? Don't make me draw it in the sand. I'm gonna draw this in the sand. I drew it on this one. I'm gonna draw in the sand now, okay? Woo! Here we go, Scott Van Pelt style. I'm dollar cost averaging into these stocks because right now we're trying to come out of a bear market in crypto. I know that crypto is running harder and stronger for my money. Y'all have seen that. Y'all look at my crypto bubbles. Y'all seen it. 50% gain on it, 200%, 300, 900, 800% gain on it. So my money, majority of it is in crypto. Crypto is making me a ton of money. So I'm only dollar cost averaging into stocks just to have some exposure. I'm going to allow this crypto market to come out of the bear market and go into a bull market. Once that starts happening and I start amassing more wealth, and y'all know what that looked like, some of y'all, as that's happening, the stock market, they're saying that the stock market is going to start coming down to low 3,000s. So if crypto is going this way and the stock market is crashing down, I'm going to have more money in crypto to buy what? Stocks at a lower and a cheaper price, lump sum. I'm dollar cost averaging now because I don't really care if it's up or down. That's just the DCA. I'm going to wait till this thing crashes down and I'm going to have more money from my crypto and I'm going to buy some damn stocks at a stupid cheap price. Do you see how I'm playing this game? Listen, I see a lot of, I see smart people in there saying true, like, yo, that's crazy, like, yo, I'm trying to show y'all to get, that was my, look, woo. I showed you that, didn't I sent somebody 2 steps over here and told them to hit a right. And I sent somebody over there, I told Darren to go 2 steps and hit the left. I'm gonna hit the first person open. Who's open? I was cocked back, boy. I got the ball. Look at me. I'm looking at the form. Check me. I'm hitting the first person open with the information. I'm Patrick Mahomes this thing. I might get hit. I might fall on the ground, but you seen the quarterbacks when they throw up and they know they got it and they fall on the ground, they be like, because I'm trying to see who open. Passing this information to the people that want to get it. Somebody want to score a touchdown. They want to win the game. I'm quarterbacking this thing. And I'm telling you, man, I've been in while everybody else was out partying or whatever. I was in there watching all the film. Okay, I see what we did wrong right there. I see. Oh shit. Bitcoin got rejected 3 times, 4 times on the 25,000. Damn. Like y'all out playing games and doing what y'all want to do. I'm in there looking at all the film. And I come back and I quarterback this thing. I'm gonna hit the first person open. So we're gonna win this game. We're gonna win this damn game. That's it. That's my live tonight. I don't have nothing else to talk about. For real. Tomorrow I'll do the live like I normally do. Answer questions. You know what I mean? Talk about my ebooks and stuff like that. But today, it wasn't that type of party. I've been gone for 3 days and ain't nothing changed from when the last time I talked about the market. 25,000 is where Bitcoin is trying to get to. It's trying to get past that. Ain't nothing changed. So I thought I would come on here 3 days after hanging with family and just come on here and make sure y'all understand there's some things happening. Now, some of y'all didn't see my other piece of my news. Before I leave here, okay? This one, oh, this is a good one too. Trust me on this one. This crypto bubbles. People at me when I talk about these crypto bubbles, but it's just one of the bookmarks that I have in my ebook. You should buy my ebook, I'm telling you. Look, right here. This ebook, you can grab it. The link is up here. You see in my portfolio, on my profile. Okay, you go up there and you'll see the link. If you slide down here, look what I have down here for y'all in this book. I got a lot of stuff in this book, but this is one of them I definitely have. Crypto websites to bookmark, okay? Trust me, this is one of them. Let me explain. This just got updated, and oh my God, if you wasn't on my live earlier to see this, look, just give me fire emojis when you see this. Crypto Bubbles have updated their account. So normally when you see this, you see that I have my favorites here, okay? Right? And the reason that's important is because my favorites tells me all of my crypto projects at a glance. I can look at them from Bubbles. I can look at them on the linear level. Notice that they added this stuff right here on the side too. That's dope. But I can look at everything from the hour, day, week, month. I can see what has made me the most money in the last week. What's cost me the most money. I can see that what's made me the most money in the last week. Hello and Filecoin and AMP and Energy Web. I can see that that's made me the most money in the week. What's cost me the most money? Oh, Boo, Render, Veracity, Singularity Net. But then I can go here and say, what's made me the most money for the month? Hello, Singularity Net, Singularity Down, Render. So it's okay that Render is down for the week because it made me a lot of money over the month. I like looking at that because when I go here and I click on Portfolio Tracker and I'm clicking on this and I'm looking at it real time, wait, you haven't seen the rest of this. This gets way better, right? As I'm looking at this and it's pulling up real time, well, while it's doing that, let me go over here and show you. This is my favorites. Now look what it allowed me to do now. They're allowing me to create lists. It just popped up, by the way. It just popped up. And we'll go over here in a second. It's allowing me to create lists. What do you mean? You see, if you go over here to the settings tab right here, I can create watch lists now. I can create a big X gainers. That means these are cryptos that are gonna make crazy gains, 10, 50X, 100X type of gains. I have a list called ISO 20022 compliant coins. I have a crypto cheat guide list. You're gonna love me for that, okay? Now, why am I showing you all of this? Because it's important, right? Look, let me show you. I'm looking at my favorites list right now for today. That means in the last 24 hours. Let's see what's going on here. Let's refresh this and see what's going on. Refresh, last 24 hours. Damn, refresh it again. I will. There we go. Last 24 hours. I can see that because I see a lot of more green bubbles in my portfolio than I see red bubbles. So I have some projects that have pulled back, which those are called unrealized losses, but this means gains. Gains. And so that means in the last 24 hours. Is that true? Yes or no? If I look here for the month, I can see that I have some bubbles that are bigger because they have some bigger numbers inside of it. 129%, 62%, 425%, 100%. I can see that. So if I come over here, it makes sense that if I click on 1 month, that number should be bigger. Yep. Click it again, Calvin. Refresh it. I don't believe you. Yeah. And that's actually down from $100,000 ago. Somebody knows that, right? So I can look at all of this, but watch, here's where it gets good now. I now have list. Look, I have list. And if I click here, I can flip and now I can look at my big X gainers list. This list is calculated and right, I have it filtered off. These coins are gonna make crazy gains. Some of these joints are gonna be 10s, some of them are gonna be 20. Some of these coins in this list are gonna be 100X. If I flip this again, it goes to my ISO 20022 coins. That means I can look at them for the day, week, month, or year. For the day, I'm looking at my ISO 20022 coins. Calvin, wait a minute. I see Cardano and I see Constellation DAG in there. It is rumored that Constellation DAG, which is the only crypto that has a freaking contract with the United States government, is ISO 20022 compliant. It is rumored that Cardano is gonna be ISO 20022 compliant. But make no mistake about it, Quant, XLM, XRP, Algorand, HBAR, which is Hedera hash graph, Internet of Things, and XDC, they're already ISO 20022 compliant. So I have this literally filtered out to just look at my ISO coins. Who's paying attention? If I slide right here, it says Crypto Cheat Guide. Why is this important? Because I told you that I wrote an ebook and it's called the Crypto Cheat Guide. In this book, it shows you here, I have a page here that says that your portfolio must be well balanced and diversified. If you look at every crypto that I have listed on this page is over here. This is my crypto cheat guide. I am literally looking at everything that I put here. So if you think I don't know what I'm talking about, you might want to rethink that. I'm looking right at the particular assets right here. Who's paying attention? I'm gonna say that again. What I listed in my ebook is literally, I'm looking at it now. Do you think I know what I'm talking about? Yes or no? Look at the projects. Right. This is insane. Oh, that's gonna be the one that I'm gonna be looking at. That's gonna be the one that I'm looking at for sure. Somebody said, do a year. I will do a year. Here's what you need to understand. I'm gonna give you the utilitarian value behind that. I'm going back to my crypto top list, my favorites, and then I'm gonna show you the top 100 because I definitely wanna show you the top 100 and my list for the year. You might wanna pay attention to this as I show you this, trust me. Here's my favorites. I can see what is making me the most money for the hour, day, week, month, or year. Watch this. Let's click on year. I know what has made me the most money so far this year. Singularity Net, Optimism, Morpheus, Aptos, Fetch.ai. But I also can see, wait for it, I can see that the cryptos I'm invested in, they're still down 60, 70, 80, 90%. Do you understand that my portfolio, you're looking at it, it is sitting here at $500,000. What the hell you think is gonna happen to my portfolio when these particular assets that I'm invested in that have been making me money for the weeks, months, and days, what do you think is gonna happen when they come out of the bear market? And they're no longer down 60, 70, 80, 90%. This portfolio is sitting at $500,000 right now. I'm telling you, it's going to millions of dollars. You might want to start getting your calculator out, and that's going to let you know something right now. Every last one of these cryptos I'm in, only a small percentage of them, right, have made me serious money so far for the year, and they're not even in a bull market yet. Singularity Net, Optimism, Morpheus. You'll be wishing you bought Singularity Net at 40 cents, Optimism at $2.79, Morpheus at under $2. Aptos at 13, basically 14 bucks. Fetch.ai at 45 cents. You'll be wishing you bought these. They've already pumped, and this is nothing. We're still coming out of a bear market. Now that's my current portfolio. Let me show you the top 100 coins just so you can understand. In case you think that I don't know what I'm doing. Here's your top 100 assets. Let me just make sure that it is from 100 to 1 or from 1 to 100. You get the idea. Here's your top 100 cryptos. I can see what they have done for the last hour, day, week, or month. I don't care about that. Let's look at it for the year. Again, in the top 100 cryptos, Singularity Net is making the most in the top 100, 286%. But if we flip this, out of the top 100 cryptos, do you realize that they're still down 60, 70, 80, 90%? That's right. That means you have an opportunity of a freaking lifetime. Have you ever gone into a store and they had a 50% off sale? You bought everything. Well, I'm telling you that you have some digital assets in the top 100 that are still 60, 70, 80, and even 90% off. How are you not going nuts right now? Grabbing these appreciating assets while they are still on sale. My God, man. I'm so glad you asked me to show you a year. Did you get that utilitarian value behind showing you a year? Yeah, that's right, Yvette. The money printer go brrrah. The money printer go brrrah. Y'all understand that? Everybody can see this. They see it with their own eyes. That change right there, for those who paid attention to it, it is a game changer. You're now going to be able to look at your portfolios and segment it off. Let me just see what my ISO 20022 compliant coins are. Let me just see what my big gainer coins are. Let me see what my risky coins are. Some of y'all got some risky coins. Put it into an actual portfolio so you can look at it, the risky stuff, right? Your layer ones, put a layer one project together. Wait for it. Some of y'all started getting into your ledgers. If you read my ebook, you have one of these. Why don't you now start it? You got one crypto portfolio, maybe it's a short-term portfolio. You got another portfolio that's long-term. I'm not gonna be doing anything with this until 2025 or 2029's bull market. Well, now you can actually segment that off. Short-term portfolio, long-term portfolio. Some of y'all are trying to day trade or swing trade crypto or scalp the market. Why don't you segment your crypto that you're trying to day trade or swing trade or scalp if that's what you're doing? This is a game changer. Y'all see what I have? Did you see the big gainers? I'm not showing it again because that was an Easter egg. Did you see the ones that I said, these are the big X gainer coins? Was you the one like, screenshot? The cryptos in that portfolio, some of those are gonna do 100X. I have a couple in there that might do 1,000X. Did you hear what I said? I got a couple in that portfolio that might do 1,000X on your money. Do you know what 1,000X means on your money? It means you turn $10 into $10,000. It means you turn $1,000 into $100,000. No, look. I'm be wrong. Let me show you what, because some of y'all, I said 1,000X. You got $10 and you get 1,000X on your money, right? You got $100 and you get 1,000X on your money. Who's paying attention? You got $1,000 and you get 1,000X on your money. Some of y'all looking at this and you like, ain't no way. You better start paying attention. Some of y'all looking at it like, no. Yeah. You ain't seen nothing. We ain't even in the bull market yet. We've already seen coins in my personal portfolio already do 14X's coming out of this bear market. And some of y'all got an opportunity to see that live. You saw AGIX. AGIX pumped up, what was it, 900%? Right? And because I was buying AGIX at a very low price, that was a 14X on my money. 10X and 13X's on my money with Viot, which I showed everybody. I said, go get this the day before Christmas. Y'all remember that? We've already seen 13 and 14X's. We ain't even in the bull market. I'm telling you, some of these coins that are doing 13 and 14X's, there's some stuff in my portfolio that's going to do 50, 100X's, 500X's in a bull market. You don't have to believe me. Only the real ones that's been with me that's seen this portfolio go from 30,000 to 500,000, they know exactly what it looks like. They know exactly what it looks like. For everybody else, and I just, every now and then, I just remind people, because they don't know. For everybody else that thinks like, you talking about Two Comma Club and stuff like that, how we know that you know, let me help you out. It's quick math. This is quick math. Let's look at something. Let's look at something real quick. Okay. 50% gain on your money and some of this stuff doing 5 and 10X's and stuff like that, right? Watch this. Let's do something real quick. Let's do some quick math. Let's do some quick math together. Because some people know, but some people don't. If this is the portfolio now, I want to show you something. Charts. This is going to be crazy. What you're about to see is crazy. Charts, 6 months. Let me go back and show you Bitcoin's chart. Look at the date down here. November. Look at where Bitcoin was. Bitcoin was sitting here at 16,000. You see it? This area right here where I have this yellow box. Bitcoin was basically about 16 G's right here on average. Right here, look, that was November all the way through December. Is that true? Watch this. Pay attention. This is August, right? Look, September, right? October, 127. October, November. You see this? Look where this was at. 218,000 November, August, and all that. It was back there. You see that? Now pay attention. If Bitcoin was here at 16,000, right here, 16,000, right? 10,000 added to 16,000 is basically about 10 G's, right? If you go from 16,000 up here, if you add about 10 grand, that'll put you at about 26. So we're getting hit up under 25. But I'm just gonna call this move from here to here, I'm gonna call that about a $10,000 move. Yep. Listen, I know that it's 9K, but I'm rounding up. Let's just call it 10K for shits and giggles. From here to here was just about a $10,000 move, right? Well, ladies and gentlemen, if we go from 218 in November to 551,000, and all Bitcoin has done is a $10,000 move, isn't it fair to say, just for shits and giggles, that every time Bitcoin moves up $10,000, that my portfolio is gonna move up about 300 grand? Now let's go back here and let's show you something. Wait for it, look. This is Bitcoin on the Fibonacci chart. It is sitting down here right now. Bitcoin is gonna come up here and it is gonna hit the 236. It is gonna hit the 382, 35,000, the 5, the 618, this is the golden ratio, 48 grand, 57,000, 69,000. That was your old all-time high, about 68, 69,000. Here's your price discovery. The 1618 is 100 grand. The 2618 is $155,000 Bitcoin. The 3618 is a $200,000 Bitcoin. The top of this Fibonacci is 242,000. Some of y'all saying, nah, Bitcoin can't hit 100,000. That's the same shit people were saying when we drew up a Fibonacci, when Bitcoin's high was back here at about 19.5 and the low was down here at 3,200. And we drew up the same Fibonacci and told people that it was gonna come shooting back up these fibs, hit back the old all-time high, and go into price discovery. The 1618, the 2618, the 3618. Newsflash, Bitcoin literally topped out between the 3618 and the 4236. Bitcoin hit about $68,000, which was above the 3618. You see it with your own eyes. We drew this Fibonacci way back here. That means from the bull market high of 2017 to the bear market low of freaking 2018, which was right here. We drew that Fibonacci out and we knew that Bitcoin could do that. I'm showing you the next fib. Bitcoin could easily hit 100 grand, 200 grand, and go up here. Now, which one of these we know? I don't know. We know that it can hit any of these for sure. And if it's sitting at 24 right now, and every time it moves up 10,000, my portfolio is gonna do a minimum of 300 grand. Start doing the calculations on that from where we are right now. And start with that it's sitting at $500,000 right now. You understand what I'm saying to you? This is not a game. It's really, really, really not a game. This is for real. Some people don't realize it. They never seen it that way, and they never did. They was like, whoa. I know. By the way, because some people are here charting, they know. The 300, that is the minimum stuff. Because in a bull market, you don't have these slow moving momentums. In a bull market, this thing goes crazy. I'm saying 300, it's going to be more like $500,000 for every $10,000 Bitcoin moves up. I know it's scary and some people don't believe it. Doesn't matter what you believe. I've already been in a bull market. I know how it works. Some people like, well, if you've already been in a bull market, I'm not trying to call you out, but shouldn't you already be a millionaire if, you've already been in a bull market, right? Anybody else thinking that same thing and everybody's scared to say it? But I'm going to call them out on it. Right? If you've already been in a bull market, sir, you should be a millionaire already. You can say it. Come on now. Keep it real with you. You grown. You right. That's why when you scroll down here, it shows you that I am. That's just on this portfolio. Some people know exactly how much I'm worth, but it is this. There's your first comma. There's your second comma. I've been able to pull $2.7 million. That's basically 3 mil. And that's from this particular set. Right. Some people know how much I'm worth, but I know it's not worth me saying. But I do this for real. I am here on these lives giving away this information because I am helping people. I'm charged with something different on my life at this particular time. My life was not all sugars and berries and Skittles and rainbows and unicorns. I went through some rough patches in my life. And so now that I'm on the other side of things and I've been being blessed beyond measure, I like to come to these lives and give this information to the world for free. That means decentralized information and education. That means you don't have to go to somebody's school or somebody's university, okay, and go into debt, Sally Mae in your mailbox every damn month. You can get this information for free. All you need to do is sit back, listen, take notes, and then go fact check me. Look at what I just said. Sit back, listen, take notes, and fact check me. How many people is giving you information and telling you, go fact check me on it? That means I have a different type of, listen, my integrity is different. I want you to leave this live and go look up the information that I gave you and see if it's true. You will know why I'm doing that, right? Because I want you to come back here, because after you do that, we're going to have a different type of relationship. We'll build a stronger community when you go fact check me. That means some of these clowns that come in here, don't give me, okay. Some of these clowns that come in here, they've been here for 2 minutes and they leave, some trolling comment or whatever. Listen, I see the trolling comments. You can't, listen, if you don't get trolling comments, then you ain't doing something right. These people come in, they see me for 2 minutes, they leave a comment and they think they said something. Try hanging out with me for a couple hours. Try hanging out with me for 10 hours. Calvin, you gonna be on live for 10 hours? Nope. That means you just need to come on my lives every day when I'm on my lives. Follow me. See if the information that I'm giving you is not the truth. Fact check me on it. When you come back, you'll wonder why there's 500,000 likes, a million likes, 1.2 million likes on my lives. You think that came for free? No. I want people to win out here, man. I'm setting people up for greatness. I'm telling y'all something, because I got to say it to you. This is not to bring the mood down. Jungle Junkie, I see you. Appreciate that email too. I got that email. I read that email, brother. Hold on, man, for a second. Whoa. Let me find it. Let me find Jungle Junkie real quick. Jungle Junkie. He sent me an email. Brother, I'm adding you as a moderator right now. You sent me the email, man. I've been watching you. I know you've been on my lives. I know you've been getting to it. Salute. Hey, listen, Jungle Junkie has been with me for a minute now. He's been watching these lives and he's been learning a lot and he's putting himself in position to be great. And I just made him a moderator because he understands my sentiment. He understands who I am and what I'm trying to accomplish here on these lives. So now he's a moderator. That means please don't get out of pocket. He's got the power. Don't abuse it, brother. All right. Now, I don't know any of these individuals. These are just people that I met because social media is cool like that when you use it the right way. Man, when you come on these lives or you do something and you actually help people out, you'll form a relationship with these people. You never even seen them face to face. But it's great. Man, y'all gotta get this under y'all belt. Shout out to Jungle Junkie, man. Straight up. My other moderators, Jungle Junkie, you'll get an opportunity to see what happens at the end of the year. But for my other moderators, did y'all get that? I'm following you for a reason. I don't follow anybody. I told you that I was going to follow you. I was going to contact you, and I was going to ask you for your quant address because I'm sending you a quant. You know how I feel about quant. You know quant can do 4 to 5 digits in the future. Did you get the email? The text. I sent you a message. Make sure you email me and send me that because it's coming. I'm a man of my word, for real. Jungle Junkie, just so you know, at the end of the year, if you hear long enough and stuff like that or whatever, I give my moderators crypto. Here's what it is. Here's what it is. I do. And I'm to this year, I'm giving them quant away. Because I know quant is something that's going to help them build their wealth and continue their wealth journey. And so I'm giving quant away to my moderators that was hanging out with me in 2022. Bosses. Like a boss. I mean what I say when I'm talking about helping people get financially free. I mean it. All right. So that's it, man. Somebody said, what, quant? Question mark, like, quant? Yeah. Catch me tomorrow. If you're not following me, follow me. Click on this Power Publish up here. It'll bring up a picture of me in the center of your phone. Make sure you follow me. And then go a step further. Click that picture and go over to my website where you will see my ebooks, where you will see that I am a real business owner. Y'all give me a second to talk about this before I get off, okay? Look, this will be quick. I'm a real business owner. So if you go here to this website right here, powerofpub.com, you will see that I'm the author of this ebook, 7 Proven Steps to 6-Figure Affiliate Marketing. Let me just give you the headliner. I literally have done over $1 million with affiliate marketing. Okay, and I'm showing you now in a book that there are 7 proven steps. That means tools and resources that I have in this book to show you how to get to $100,000 from your house with a cell phone and a freaking computer. Now, I always tell people, it's one thing for me to tell you that I'm doing that, but let me just go here and refresh this and so I can log in. Okay, let me log in here. Now watch, look, logging in. I'm going here, account, affiliates, commissions. You got to be able to prove to people that you know what you're talking about, man. Look at this. Today is the 22nd. That means that was Friday. And that means 7 days before that was Friday, 7 days before that. If you look at your calendar, I promise you every single date on this calendar is a Friday, okay? And that means I've been getting these commissions all the way up to last Friday. I've been getting these commissions. Look at the date, that's 2023. Then it flies into 2022. So I've been doing this and getting commissions for over 2.5 years. Calvin, I see the dates, but I'm not seeing no bread, bro. You're just showing us a bunch of dates. The money is over here. You see, if you look at this date, that's 1 week. You can see that that was a weekly payout. And that was the next week. And this was the next week, and the next week, and the next week, and the next week. Let me explain something to y'all so y'all can start doing this with for real. $100,000 a year divided by 12 months is $8,300 a month. $8,333 a month for 12 months is 100 grand. But what the hell does that look like when you're doing that on a weekly basis? 1, 2, 3. If I'm losing 8,000, so I'm going to round up or round down here. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 100 G's right there, or really more than 100 G's. But that was about a month and a half worth of commissions. You get the idea, right? You see this? Look. Every single week, I'm getting commissions paid out that look like this. Every week, nonstop. Not 1 week has gone by that I have not gotten commissions that look something crazy like that. Not 1 week for 2.5 years straight. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you is there is over $700,000 there. Do you think I know what I'm talking about if I'm the author of a book showing you that there's 7 proven steps to earning 6 figures from affiliate marketing? Do you think I know how to do affiliate marketing? Yes or no? See, when you answer that question, you'll also be able to answer these questions over here if these bullet points are true, and they are. I can show you how to make money online, generate passive income from your house, have more time freedom to cultivate the relationships in your life, quit your 9 to 5 just over broke, and make money while you sleep. And you can do it with a cell phone and any computer that connects to the internet. That's a real talk. And learning how to navigate crypto like a boss. I'm the author of that ebook. If you've been on this live, you know that I know how to navigate crypto like a boss. You have seen me navigate crypto like a boss. That means these bullet points are the truth. You can grab one or both of these ebooks, however you want. You click on this button, it doesn't matter which one. It takes you straight over to the checkout. If you want both of the books, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You will see it right here. You can grab both as a combo for $25 if you want it. That's it, Calvin? That's it. Let me zoom in, you see it. If you want them individually, you can grab them for $15 or $10. Like the people over here in United Kingdom said, say less, I'm all in. This is what you want to do with your money. $10 for eggs at the market, $10 for bacon, $10 for Chipotle chicken bowl with extra queso. However you spend your money is up to you. You can make other people rich or you can invest in yourself and learn some high income level skills. Come back here, like the people here in Texas, Lindale, Texas says, say less. I mean, these people know what it is. Say less, bruh. You have earned the right to do business with me. I've been on this live. You are the truth. There it is, powerofpub.com. What you do with that information is totally up to you. Screenshot that, write it down, no pressure. You want ebooks? Not, doesn't matter. Come back. If you don't want them right now, just come back. Get the information for free. You're welcome to my live. I will 100% go in. I don't hide anything. I'm open, I'm honest. I answer questions when I'm having an answer question session. Today was not that. Some of y'all like, you ain't answered one question I asked you today. My lives is normally not like that. I was gone for 3 days, and so I came back, and I just wanted to lecture my audience today. Provide them information that they need to continue to move forward. Tomorrow we'll go back to the regular live. I'll answer questions. I'll be talking about my ebooks. And answering my question, I'll point you to the ebooks. I'll show you more stuff about these cryptos. I'll answer questions about the crypto projects that you're in. I'll do all of that stuff tomorrow. What time tomorrow? Between the hours of 7 and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Between the hours of 7 and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, I'm in America. I'm in Georgia, the state, not the country. So it's 2 different Georgias. I'm in the state. All right. So that's what it is right there, man. Yeah. We'll get back to live. Did you enjoy this live? If you enjoyed the live, double tap the screen. Let the algorithm know that